Okay. We talked about how to add vectors. We've talked about how to subtract vectors. We haven't talked about dividing. I don't think we will. Okay. We didn't talk about multiplying, right? And multiplying vectors is not as easy or as intuitive as addition. You remember, if I wanted to add this vector and this vector, I'd just add these numbers, add those numbers, and get my answer, right? That would be a new vector. We call that the resultant vector. We've done a few word problems with that now. To multiply vectors, we do something that's called the dot product. And the dot product is a very specific combination of operations, actually. Okay, it is a product. We are going to multiply, okay, but then we have a couple of other things going on. The dot product of two vectors is not another vector. We don't get a vector when we do this dot product. We get a number, and when you call that, the special name for that is it's just called a scalar, okay? So when you multiply two vectors like this, we are still going to multiply their horizontal components together. And we are still going to multiply the vertical components together. We're still going to multiply these, okay? But after we find that product, we add those two numbers together. And the result of this, whatever this is going to be a number, right? Because it's two products that we then add together. And we're dealing with numbers, so the answer is just going to be a number. And again, this number is called a scalar. Okay? Not a lot of emphasis on remembering that term. That's just a term we use to represent one number when we're dealing with multiple dimensions like this. So if I wanted to find the dot product of these two vectors, I'm going to take 4 and 1, and I'm going to multiply. I'm going to put parentheses around it. That's just me. When I want to show a product, I do it with parentheses. And then I'm going to do -2 times 6. And when I do that product, I add my answers together here. So 4 times 1 is 4, plus -2 times 6 is -12. 4 plus -12 is 4 minus 12, which is -8. Okay? Dot products are simple. They're not intuitive, though. It's not like, well, I can just multiply them and get another vector. That's not how it works. Okay?